educational program about animal welfare, and we were going to schools. And it included a video that it showed a little boy that was running around the streets when he was dirty and alone and scared. And then it showed like some boys throwing him rocks and he ran away really scared. And then at the end of the video, the boy goes into a carton to sleep and it transforms into a dog. And it wanted to show empathy from the perspective of the dog that is running around and he's dirty and hungry and stuff. There were a few school teachers that came up and said, this is not right because now you show that a dog is equal to a kid. And I said, this is to show empathy. It has nothing to do with the dog being the kid or the kid being less than a dog. And they say, no, I don't think it's right and you should remove it.
In March I got my first foster dog, who was abused, and it was the most fantastic work I've ever done. We tried to find a perfect home for a dog. We help Kelly and Sakis, but there are a lot more people who need help, and there's a lot of corruption in Greece. We are trying to get that out as well. I want people to know what it really is. So that's why it's called The Story of the Strays, because we want to bring out the story of all the dogs, but also the story of the rescuers.
The first dog I took in was a puppy. He had terrible skin conditions, and I saw that there are more and more animals in the street that need help, so that's why I started. But I loved animals since I can remember as well. So it's pretty much the same reason.
Γιατί, εντάξει, γινόταν πράγματα μέσα στο καταφύγιο τα οποία πολύ άσχημα για τα ζώα και είναι συνθήκες διαβίωσης και το πώς τα αντιμετώπιζε ο Δήμος τα ζώα σε σχέση με το τάισμα, πώς τα είχε κλεισμένα, το πού τα πήγαινε μετά αφού γινόταν όλη η διαδικασία της θύρωσης. Και για μένα ήταν δύσκολο, αλλά πιο πολύ για τα ζώα.
At that time, we were members of the animal welfare, and all together we filed complaints with the district attorney here and the police, and told them in writing with photos and evidence what happened in the shelter. It took like a long time for them to respond to that complaints. The trial took place like 2 years ago. 7 witnesses signed that complaint. The authorities called only 2 of them to be present at the court, which never happens, actually. And they said they were innocent because the dogs actually died, but the people who were at fault did not want them to die. Because of this, they were found not guilty. That's why we decided that we want to do it by ourselves from a point on. Την Πέτη την έχει αρχίσει ο Βασίλης, την έχει στηρώσει κιόλας. Τον Μπρούνο τον έχεις εδώ, δεν έχει βιβλιάριο, πρέπει να κάνει. Αυτά.
Θα τα δω.
Και ό,τι άλλο λείπει, πες μου.
Αν λείπουν στοιχεία, σου στείλω Viber.
Εντάξει.
Αυτά νομίζω ότι είναι πλήρη, μπορείς να τα πάρεις.
Οκ, ευχαριστώ. She had a problem with her ovary. It was stuck into her kidney. And now Vasily says that in the future she may have kidney problems. But the dogs can live with one kidney, so it's okay. It's okay. Eh? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We knew the difficulties. We were only 2 people with 70 dogs. What drove us and motivated us is what we wanted for those dogs. We wanted the best for them to have a better life. So that was what motivated us, because we had really, really difficult time at first because we were only 2. And then we had Ioana, who was even more difficult because one of us has to stay home with a baby and the other one has to go alone in the shelter.
Started about 5 years ago in September, and we started with 3 dogs, then it became 11, and I thought I got so many dogs at 11 dogs, and now we have 92. And that's Patch, and that's little Vasily. Vasily! Vasily! Oh, they are beautiful. Look at Duke in the middle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every day we're here, we clean, we train them, we do whatever we can. 8 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. Have a quick lunch break. The dogs come first. No social life outside the shelter. We need to be here in the mornings, we need to be here in the afternoons, and we need to be here in the evenings. So my husband doesn't think he's got a wife.
What did Mummy do? What did Mummy do frighten you? Oh, frightened you.
On a daily basis we use 45 kilos of food. 45 euros a day, just for food. We get no support from Greece at all, ever, in 5 years. We've only ever got enough money to just about cover food, so we can't sort of plan far enough ahead. We can't save any money for a rainy day.
No.
We've just gone through 3 or 4 days. The storms have battered the shelter, you can see. Probably the most stressful it's ever been is now. Donations are not coming in because of the COVID-19. We've got 27 dogs ready to go to new homes, beautiful, wonderful people, and the council can't grant us traces to get them out of here. The shelter is more than full. We've got a hospital, a little hospital, Debbie clinic outside now for the poorly pups, and we can't get the dogs out.
No.
It's heartbreaking.
It's a horrible time.
Frustrating,
Yeah.
and probably heart attack material. Really, seriously, this is the worst time we have ever had.
We find stray dogs almost every day. People abandon them and they call us, we found a dog here, come and get it. We found a dog there, come and get it. But we can't put all the dogs in the shelter. And that's not what the law says anyway. The law says you can treat it, you can neuter it, and then again out where it's supposed to live. So we have to feed the dogs outside. We have a lot of dogs, like 50 around town, where we go and we feed them daily. We treat them, we take them to the vet. We neuter the females in the city of Grevena. We try to neuter a lot of them in the villages too. But it's difficult because we don't have the transportation and we all have jobs, we all have families, and we're only 5 people. It's frustrating when other people just put all the responsibilities on you. Because we are volunteers, we don't get paid. Nothing, not even the petrol we have to put in our cars to come here and go home.
The People don't understand at all what we're trying to do. We have a program that will neuter the home dogs, but the majority of the people think it's a sin. The younger generation they're asking us if we can neuter their home dogs, but the older generation are totally against it. The sheepdogs all on the farms, all around us, they have puppies after puppies after puppies. The farmers take 2, usually male, and throw away the females. So we end up with 27 puppies came in this time last year, and to this point this 24. Year we've got 24.
2 days ago we found 7 puppies. We left some water for them and some food. Yesterday we went to feed them again and the balls were missing, and we asked 2 firefighters that were there the whole day, and they said that the man who takes care of the church, he threw the balls away because he didn't want the puppies there. We couldn't leave them there, of course. So we went and picked them up today, and we brought them to the shelter and vaccinated all 7 of them. They drank a lot of water. Like they threw themselves into the bowls of water to drink, which means they haven't drunk water since he threw the bowls away. So if we left them there, they would die out of thirst, or the public shelter would get them, and who knows.
Hello. Hi. Oh. Take these 2.
Okay. Gonna take this one and fix that one, so we won't go to the black one. Okay.
The only solution is that we neuter them. Even if one female dog gets a chance to give birth 10 puppies, then we're back to 0.
Yeah.
We keep saying, oh, we need to keep the program going. No, we have other priorities now. And back to 0. The sterilization program is a costly one. I think we buy it at a very expensive price because it's considered a luxury to buy sutures for dogs, and it has a VAT of 24%. Whereas if it was for human consumption, it would be 6%. Veterinary medicine is expensive. We want to help, we cannot afford to do it.
Gabby's adopted waiting to go to his new home, but he can't go. And Max, and Okie Kokie, she's old now. She's beautiful. She's a little granny. Yeah. And she's so happy. She's so happy. So they told us to get organised, be a welfare. We're a welfare. Then they told us, no, that's not good enough. It's okay for DEFRA, the rest of Europe and England, but not here.
Greece, no.
So then they told us you need to be a business. Yeah. So we said, well, we can't be a business because we don't make any money. No. We don't sell a dog. We give them to a good home. Yeah. And he said, you have to be a non-profit business then. So we did the paperwork. Yeah. We're doing the paperwork now. I sent a message with the apostle stamp from The Hague. Yeah. We've got all our paperwork, the official paperwork, and now we're a business. Yeah. Non-profit business. Yeah. I sent the email. Still came back no. So what do they want us to do? We find the dogs, they need an operation, they need this, they need neutering, they need that. They come into here and then they go to a home. Well, we can't do that now. No. Because they won't let them go. No. So they have made us a shelter. Instead of being the step to get them better and then off to their new homes, now they're better and waiting. We can't bring any more in. 2 dogs in the village now, which I can feed and I can vaccinate and that. Where can I put them? The village will poison them. Give it a couple of weeks, a month. If I can't get them in, they'll poison them because I don't want them there. It's just ridiculous. We're doing everything possible. Yeah. We were here from 8 o'clock yesterday morning and left at 10:30. Bonnie needs to come out.
Are we putting Phil over here first?
Yeah, but Bonnie needs to come out and go in the bigger crate. And
who's going to go in here? Percy, Richie and Rosie.
Yeah.
They're not together. On drips, they're together.
Yeah. Let's go. This morning I was supposed to go to an office, see if we could get the last little bit of the business thing. Panic, just panic. The puppies needed looking after, I needed to be in the office. I had a real panic. And I said, Leander, can't go. The puppies need me and I can't go.
Here they let us do the work, the volunteers. If there were civil servants here, I don't think that they would do anything. They wouldn't treat them, they would just give them food, and not a lot of it. We tried once or twice to bring people from the municipality here to do the job, because it is their job, but they don't take care of the dogs. They don't clean them, they leave them without water a lot. They don't want to take them out of their cages, maybe because they're afraid. So there are some dogs that are in cages, and we take them out every day, 1 or 2 hours, so they can play in the area over there. But they don't do that. So it's better if the volunteers come.
There are municipalities that work with animal welfare and other animal lovers, and people go in and help. And there are municipalities that it's forbidden to go in the public shelters and they don't work with anyone. With the municipalities that actually work with people, the dogs are in a better condition. They don't allow anyone to go in, so no one knows what really goes on in the center.
This animal shelter, which is the only licensed animal shelter in Western Macedonia. So we have an experienced team that collects the dogs, and then they go to the vet, the dogs are sterilized and vaccinated, and then they get back into the environment as the legislation implies. So these are the cages. The animals are fed and watered twice a day. In some cases we can see 2 dogs just for today, because they move the dogs in order to make some working there. But I don't think it's good to show these images here. And we're upgrading, so I don't think that the shelter is for a documentary this time. I think that it's better to come again when we have the new shelter in order to take nice shots, and it will be more nice. They have the ability to run here and do exercise under the supervision of the staff. But okay, they have plenty of area in here too, but we try to take them out. Only some dogs that are very aggressive or are sick, they don't get out. They stay in the cage until they are better, and then they get out to exercise. I think that they have a great time here, because sometimes when we take them back, some dogs return here and run here. The isolation place, yes. I think that it's not, κάνουν εργασίες μέσα στην απομόνωση. We cannot walk there, because they have some materials in order to dry. I think that we cannot get in there. Okay, he says not, but it is a bad time for you here. They are under medication. Πόσο θα μείνουμε εδώ μέσα? 1 week or so?
The problem is they take them from one village, they take them in, and then they dump them in another village. They don't know where they are. They're being picked up in one place and they're being dumped in another. They're being picked up from there and they're being dumped in another. And if they last a year or 2 or 3, they're very, very lucky. Yeah. But then they're poisoned or they're beaten. They get stones thrown at them because the people don't want a stray dog outside their houses.
Before summer, dogs get poisoned or shot. So tourists can have a nice vacation without begging dogs for food or cats or anything. When the dogs get poisoned, they will get foam out of their mouth, so you can see it. And it's in meat and everything on the streets.
We do have poisonings. a lot of poisonings, but we try to be there on time. We have rescued quite a few, but we can't always be there because we are at work or we are outside of Grevenau and we can't get to the dog in time. We cried a lot of dogs.
Name is Lady. She's 5-year-old. For me, it's like my family. I cannot imagine being without my dog. She's on the chain because I don't trust people. This year, my dog was pregnant, make 5 beautiful puppies. From these 5 beautiful puppies, 2 of them was dead because some poison. They give food to the dogs that is poison and they kill them. The first one with beast inside was blood. They cut everything inside. When I was in the medical center for the dog, told me there's no chance to use it. So I don't trust, if I'm not here in the house with my dog, I don't trust to be free. If they take the roads and go away, I'm not sure about it.
Stray dogs get poisons. Well, we don't have information about this. I think that you should talk with the police about this.
What amazes me is that if we were doing what we do in any other country, I think the government would say, I'm not talking only about me, okay? I'm talking about all the volunteers in Greece that help, they want to help. In every other country, volunteers get credit, I mean, like, they say, well done, do more. They appreciate the work that it's being done. In Greece, I think they fight the volunteers all the time. They're in a constant fight with volunteers. They call them animal traders, illegal, and that they do this only for profit. Those are the words they use. Most volunteers give out their lives, their personal lives, their personal time, their money, everything. And they're in a constant fight with volunteers. I don't understand why. And this is the most difficult thing, I think.
Η κυβέρνηση, αν ήθελε να δώσει κάποια λύση στη θέμα του αδέσποτα, πιστεύω ότι το πρώτο σημείο ήταν να συνεργαστεί με εθελοντές, να τους βάζει μες στα καταφύγια τους, να κάνουν όλη τη δουλειά και αυτοί μόνο να τους παρέχουν την τροφή που χρειάζονται τα ζώα και τι χρειάζεται από την κάθε κοινωνία τους. Δηλαδή το κυριότερο ήταν αυτό. Τώρα η προσωπική εργασία του καθενός, ας πούμε, δεν νομίζω ότι κάποιοι εθελοντής θα την έβλεπε υπόψη επειδή ώστε να χρηματίζεται για αυτό.
There is no real cooperation. They don't want to help the people that are helping the animals, in my opinion. I can't say that I'm 100%, I'm not in a government office, I don't know what's going on, but they're definitely not helping us help the animals that are in need. It's heartbreaking and we don't understand it. Let us help the dogs find lovely, wonderful homes where they will be looked after forever.
If we want things to change, we have to change ourselves first. Because in Greece, they still think animals are like tools. I think animal welfare mentality has to change in Greece first, so we can take the steps forward. Because if you think that I take a dog, and okay, he's no longer needed, throw him away. If we don't change that, nothing is going to change really. Neutering is not enough, fines are not enough, police controls are not enough. If the people don't stop thinking animals as like disposable things and not as actually living things that deserve better, nothing is going to change really. What you think is what you transfer to your kids. your child see how you behave to an animal, he will do the same. He will copy that, and on and on and on. And that's a vicious circle that is difficult to change. We actually have started with an educational program for kids. We started doing that, going to schools and try to show kids how not to abuse animals, that it's bad. They live among us, so we have to all learn to live together with animals. And it was really good because kids respond well. One of the most important things is that animal welfare education has to get into schools. That would be a huge step for Greece. If they see in school how to behave, they are taught what that is the good way to behave. If they see the bad way at home, they will reject it. It will be a good start, I think.
A lot of people in other countries that are not here on the front line, sort of thing, they always say to me, "Oh, Amanda, I don't know how you do what you do."
Do we just want to put blankets in here?
Who's going in there? The pups.
Rose and Richie.
Two of them. Yeah. But if they were here, they would do it because there's nobody else that will. We rescue them, but they rescue us. They keep us going. We love them. Right, let's go.